10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the podcast from Doug Ground Up Productions with hosts Lady Miz and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from the Ground Up Productions. Turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, Lady Miz and Ray.
Yeah, what's good, people? I'm your host, Lady Miz, and this is my co-host.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Y'all already know what it is, the Silent Assassin. Anyway, happy Monday. Y'all already know this is From the Ground Up Productions, and there's only one way to go from here. I want to say happy Monday, because it is Monday, right? Because, I be forgetting the days. We be having too many different shows going on. But happy Monday, y'all. Shout out to everybody who always come through and support us, who streams us, and all of that stuff. Before we get started, I always like to let people know what our show is about. From the Ground Up Productions is a place where we interview different entrepreneurs, independent artists, legends, business owners, etc. And we also have different topics on our show that we like to discuss. The purpose of this podcast is to shed light on situations, if we're talking about a certain topic, but also to give exposure to independent artists coming out there, and to also show love to the legends that laid the foundation in this industry for us, right? So all of that is so important. When we having these conversations, we like to, I would say, give valuable information to our viewers. So we're hoping that when you walk away, not only do you learn about the person and the entertainer and the artist, right? But you also learn valuable information in addition to that. That's what this podcast is all about. Now, today we have a super talented guest. I'm so excited. Her name is Katherine Swain, right?
Yep.
Said it right. Gotta get that last name right. Yes. And Haas G will be joining us later on, I believe, in the show. And listen, she is so talented, guys. I listen to her music. She's so talented. I can't wait for you guys to hear her music and see what she got going on. But before we get into the interview, y'all know we always start with our commercials and our advertisement. So the first thing we're going to do is let y'all know about our network on Roku. If you're content creator, right? And you want to get your stuff on our network, listen up.
Are you a content creator? Do you make music videos, short films, documentaries, web series, kids shows, movies, stand-up comedy, visual podcast, educational shows, or sports? Are you a fitness instructor or gamer? Do you record church ceremonies or report news? If so, contact From the Ground Up Productions TV by email at fromthegroundupproductions@gmail.com. For more information on getting your content played on our network on Roku, where there are over 85 million viewers and growing. No more being limited or blocked on social media from the content you post and create. Get the freedom to be you without restrictions from controlled social media. And if you want to run your ads or sponsor our network, contact us now at fromthegroundupproductions@gmail.com to get started now.
You're now tuned in to From the Ground Up Productions, broadcasting around the world.
Yes. We back. We're about to start. But first, we always got to give it up for our sponsors and the things that we got going on real quick. We want to remind y'all that Family Business is a compilation album that we have out right now, streaming on all major platforms, or you could go directly to my website, ladymiz.com, and you can purchase that album directly from us, or you can stream it. It's a compilation with several different artists, so you're going to get a mixture of hip hop and R&B. Also, we do have our chips on deck, Boss Move chips. You could go to the website, purchase your chips, okay? You can purchase it from the website, or you could purchase it directly from me. As you see, my face is on the chips. The purpose of these chips is to also give the opportunity for other people to be on the chips as well. So if you're somebody making boss moves, then you can apply to be on the chips. I am in the process of working on a class where I'm teaching people how to sell their products and get it out there and package it and all of that stuff. So look out for that. That's going to be coming soon as well. Big shout out to Lagoica. I want to remind you guys that he has a website. And his website is at the bottom here. He does websites. He does graphic designs, book covers, you name it. This guy is super talented. If you want to see his work, you can go to my website, ladymiz.com, or even the Boss Move Chips, and you can see the animation that this brother have done. He's so super talented, and he works with you. So if you guys are looking to expand your brand, he's the guy that you want to see. And Natasha Rodriguez, we interviewed her yesterday on the show. So we want you guys to make sure y'all check her out. She has her album out on all streaming platforms, okay? She is a pop singer, and she has like an opera type of voice, I would say. So she definitely has a beautiful voice, very different sound, and you guys should definitely check her out. So make sure you go to her Instagram or go to her YouTube and listen to her album, because it's super fire. And last but not least, we got BCA. She is an entrepreneur who helps other entrepreneurs. We're going to play a quick little snippet of her, and then we're going to get into that interview.
I am Pamela with Business Concepts Accelerated, and I am a CEO support consultant. So are you launching a new book, a grand opening, or even a product or service that you may have coming out to market? Let me help you with your tactical plan. And I have a special going on this month through Q2. Take advantage, leverage what we've got to you. Our creative flow over at BCA is what's going on. Hope to see you soon.
Yes. So listen, without further ado, let's bring on our special guest, Katherine Swain. Hello.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Listen, thank you for coming on. I'm excited to have you on the show. Like I said, your voice is beautiful. Soon as I heard the song, I was like, yeah, we got to get her on here.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So, we have a lot that we want to talk to you about. And since Haas G is not here right now, that's fine. We could start with everything about you at this time. All right. So, the first thing I like to always ask people to do is kind of like, to break the ice, introduce yourself a little bit and tell us a little bit about, what you got going on and what you do.
Okay. My name is Katherine Swain, and I am from like the Northern Ohio area is where I live now. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I've been working with Haas G, Fantom of the Beat, for about the last year and a half, on writing some songs and recording and seeing what we can come up with through Fantom Music, which is his label. So it's going wonderful so far.
Nice. Oh, okay. So let me make sure that I understand. So you're signed to his label.
So we have a distribution deal through Humag, Sony Orchard, right now. So that's what we're working on right now.
Got you. Okay, because that was going to be one of my questions. Like, how did you, well, I guess it still is a question. How did you link up with Haas?
So the engineer that I work with in Columbus, his name is DJ Kid Magic. He scratched for the UMCs back in the day. So he already knew
Oh,
Haas, which I knew nothing about. And I've known him since I was like 19. I recorded with him a long time ago, and we've just stayed in contact throughout the years. So
okay.
when I moved to Ohio about 3 years ago, I wanted to get back into writing and recording. And I got in touch with him, and we had worked on some stuff and come up with some demos. And he was like, hey, I know a producer that I want you to send your demos to. I think you should do it. And I recently posted about him on Facebook. So I was like, oh, okay. So I waited a couple of days because I was really nervous because I had just seen Haas's post about all his accomplishments and what he's about. And it was, a little overwhelming thinking about sending my music to him. But I did it. And he liked what he heard. And Magic called me up one day and was like, hey, Haas wants to talk to you about your music. And Haas and I had a conversation on the phone that was just very natural and kind of, what both of our goals are and what we're trying to do with music and our future and that kind of thing. And then ever since then, we've just been working on songs and seeing what we can come up with. And it's been great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you
Okay.
said you got back into music. Did you actually stop with, and what caused you to stop?
I never really stopped. I sing all the time. I can't get in my car without turning on the music and singing. I can't sit at home without singing. You know what I mean? So I've always sung, but I pretty much throughout most of my 20s had just been concentrating on other things in life.
Okay.
So it just kind of took a back seat. And when we moved up to Ohio, I knew I was so much closer to Columbus, and I knew Magic was in Columbus, and I was just going through some stuff, with life, how it does, and started writing as a form of therapy, and was just like, I really want to get back into it. I miss doing it, and I always feel so much better when I do.
Right.
So it was kind of just like a self-care moment that kind of transpired into this.
Nice. Okay. So, who are the people that you would say influenced you to even want to be a singer, or what influenced you?
I have a lot of influences. I love so many women, female singers I look up to. I would say really early on, like when I was really, really little, it would have been Mariah Carey. She's like the first pop vocalist that I can really remember like watching on MTV, and her album Rainbow was one of my first CDs I remember getting.
Okay.
So she was a giant influence just from, the very beginning. I'm a giant fan of Christina Aguilera, so I've been worshiping her since I was probably 10. So I love her, and I love all of her music, and just the way that she sings has influenced the way that I sing a lot.
Okay.
So those two big, obviously Whitney is in there too. I love me some Whitney Houston.
Yes.
And then the last couple of years, I've been really getting into Kehlani.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. Summer Walker, I love. Jasmine Sullivan. Trying to think of so many other girls that I listen to all the time.
It's funny because like when you say like Jasmine Sullivan, she has like to me somewhat of a soul like type of voice. Your voice is very much like that too. When I hear you, like it's very soulful. You know what I mean? Like it's very beautiful. You can feel it when you're singing. You know what I mean? You could definitely feel it. So this was definitely meant for you. Like they say, God gives you like what you need. Like he that's your thing. That's definitely your thing. Yes.
And so, that's kind of how it was when I got back in music too. It was one of those things where it's like, why am I not doing this? I've held myself back being nervous about stuff or insecure about stuff, but you just get to a point where it's like, why am I not doing this? It doesn't make any sense not to do it.
Absolutely. What would you say your fears was? What other people would think, or you doubting your own self? What would you say your fears were?
I would say both. Like I've had performance anxiety since I can remember. I used to sing a lot in high school. My best friend and I, we would do like, the national anthem at the games on Fridays, and we were in competitions all the time and choir and stuff. And I would get so nervous that like the last minute I would be like, I can't do it. And she would always step in for me. She was wonderful. She completely got what was going on with me. But back then, and that really wasn't even that long ago, you didn't talk about mental health like you do now. It just wasn't a thing. Right. So I just always called it nerves. I was like, I got nerves. I have horrible nerves. Well, it was really like, I would have panic attacks before going on stage. And that's just something that, once you recognize what it is and why you're feeling that way, that's always the key to try and kind of talk yourself down and remember that it's just you that feels that way, not everybody else that's watching you.
Good advice.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, how did you get over that,
I don't think I am over it. I still get really nervous, like even just for interviews and that kind of stuff. But I mean, obviously, like the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. I know back in the day when I was performing a lot more, the more I did it, the more comfortable I got with it. So that's always, a plus. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it.
Absolutely.
And I think just recognizing your insecurities, recognizing why your brain works the way it does, why it makes you feel the way it does and tells you the things that it does. It's just once you recognize the things that are going to trigger you, or you recognize why you're feeling a certain way, you can kind of be like, okay, this is why I'm feeling this way. Here's, what I need to do to feel better.
Exactly. Now, I know exactly what you're talking about because I used to have anxiety too. And the crazy thing, I still have anxiety, but I know how to control it because once I realized that that's what it was, and I realized that it was mental, I knew that, I have to talk myself, like you said, through it, kind of take deep breaths and just really change the way that I was thinking in general. Yes. And that would change the way that I felt. So I totally understand where you're coming from. Big shout out to Town Mama. I see you on the check-in. Big shout out to D Moet on the check-in. What is your goal in the music industry? What are you looking to get out of this?
I have a lot of goals. So I can take them as far as, we can think, but I, number one, just like we talked about a minute ago, just a form of therapy. So as long as I'm doing something that makes me feel good, is improving my life, that type of thing, that's always a great thing. I have lots of goals. Like I can't wait to finally work on an album. I can't wait to be able to be in person working on music with people versus just over the phone like we've been doing because of COVID. So I look forward to that. Everybody, and maybe not everybody, but a lot of people, when they get into this, they want to be successful enough that this is what they're mainly doing with their life. So, obviously that's a goal, that I can do this professionally and do this as the main thing that's happening in my life. So that would be wonderful. My biggest goal, or I guess like what I'm just looking forward to in the future as far as music goes, is just figuring out who I am as a songwriter and a singer. Okay. I've spent a lot of years singing other people's songs, and there's just something so refreshing about being able to sing your own songs and writing for your own voice and not trying to keep up with other people and what they're able to do. That's like a really great feeling once you start getting into songwriting. But I really look forward to like just watching my growth as an artist. I've watched so many female singers come out with album after album, and each time you can see their transition and their growth that they, bring to the table as an artist. Okay. So I look forward to that. I look forward to figuring out my sound and figuring out who I am as an artist and evolving through that throughout the years.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Now, I see that you got a Grammy consideration for your last single.
Yes.
Would the goal now to be to get the Grammy?
Well, yes, of course. Of course.
She said, "What you think?" Okay.
Yes. Since I was very young, I've looked forward to standing on that stage one day.
Beautiful. Okay. Do you face any challenges as an independent? Well, I mean, do you consider yourself an independent artist? Let me ask you that.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you feel that you're facing any challenges as an independent artist?
I think there's always going to be challenge as an independent artist. We all know, finances, trying to connect with people, all that kind of stuff comes with being independent. But I feel like there is such a shift in music, especially even just 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, where being an independent artist isn't a bad thing, and you can use it to your advantage. And as long as you do your thing, you know, you should be able to take yourself far with it. I feel like there's a lot of artists out there that you hear them all the time talk about don't sign. And I get it now when you listen to people and listen to their experiences through it. I love being able to control my own situation. So, you know, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to work with people like Haas that let me do my thing. So as long as that keeps going, I'm fine with, you know, what I'm doing right now. Also, you know, having a contractor, a record contract or whatever would be amazing. And obviously that is a big goal, but it has to be the perfect scenario.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I hear that. And it sounds like you know your stuff, which is good, because it is important to know, you know, certain things, because you're right. In the industry, especially before, if people didn't know, they signed bad contracts and stuff like that. And these people laid the foundation. I always say that. That's why I always like to shed light and show love to those in the industry, rather it's the pioneers of hip hop like Haas, you know, who gave us great music. So I think that's so important, you know, to know that, because some of those artists, when you look, it's like, hold up, you know, what's going on, or how come we don't hear as much anymore on the radio. You know, they play the same thing over and over and over again, and we're missing out on so much great music, you know. So, you know, that's why another reason why we wanted to have this platform here, you know. So,
we appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. So let's talk about your song Stars. Okay. Oh my gosh.
The intro is amazing.
Listen, tell us about that song. Tell us about like what inspired you to write it and the history of it.
So I'm always like heavily inspired by the beat that I'm trying to write to. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't ever like sit down and like have a bad day and it's like, oh, I'm going to write a song because I'm upset about what happened today. I get a beat, you know, from Haas, and whatever one that I listen to that inspires me immediately, that's the one I'm going to write to.
Okay.
So Stars was, you know, you listen to it, it's very clubby. So I kind of had that in the back of my head, but sometimes I guess just because I'm like constantly singing or humming, I kind of get little melodies in my head sometimes, and I'll kind of like hold on to them if I think they sound good, or I just keep kind of humming them over and over again. So I had the melody.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Already in my pocket. And I thought, like, I saved it in my phone, and I thought, well, one day I'll write a song from, you know, scratch with this idea.
Okay.
But when I listened to the beat that Haas sent me, I was listening to it and I was just kind of like, this might work in here somehow. And, you know, was trying to figure it out. And I came up with it, and I sang, you know, the melody that I already had put away for a rainy day, and recorded it on my phone. And then I played the beat like right after I sung it, and it just went right into it. And I was like, man, I think this might work. Yeah.
Okay.
So sometimes when I get like melodies in my head, or like when I listen to a beat, the lyrics will just kind of come to me as I'm trying to brainstorm ideas for a song. So I already had kind of like the idea of just, you know, stars in general in my head, and it all just worked out when I was writing it. I'm a love song person. So I'm going to write about love, or I'm going to write about heartbreak. I mean, those are just really the main things that's what comes from my soul. So when it came to like the theme of stars, that was just, you know, just an automatic for me.
Okay. Well,
but
listen,
it all worked out.
The song is super dope. Okay. And I'm actually going to play it for the people. Big shout out to India on the check-in. Big shout out to Mom Gloria on the check-in. I see y'all. You had a question before we get to it?
Now, when you write your songs, do you write what's happening to you at the time, or is it just something you think of and you write it?
It's all the above. So I can write because I'm upset about something or heartbroken about something. I can write off how I'm feeling for sure. But I can also write from how I've felt before, because I don't forget those feelings. So I can, you know, pull those out of my soul and write about something that I've experienced previously. And, you know, as a songwriter, you can always make stuff up. You know, you're a storyteller at the end of the day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So listen, guys, we're going to get into this joint. Super fire. Y'all going to listen up. I love this song. Katherine, do you want to go ahead and introduce it?
Yes, thank you. This is Stars by Katherine Swain.
All right. Y'all heard it here on From the Ground Up Productions.
Look up in the stars, boy, I don't wanna come down. Do you see me? 'Cause I see you. Look up in the stars, boy, I don't wanna come down. Do you see me? 'Cause I see you. In the night, when darkness is all around, do you feel me here? Do you feel me here? If I call out for you, my love, will you come to me? Will you hold me down? I'll wait for you, my love. I'll wait for you, my love. Just promise me that one day you'll see. Look into the stars, boy. I just need you to see. I just need you. I just need you to see. I just need you. Do you see me? Look into the stars, boy. I just need you to see. I just need you. I just need you to see. I just need you. Do you see me? Every time we touch, I just need you. I just need you to stay with me. To stay with me. Stay with me. I'll wait for you, my love. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you, my love. Just promise me that one day you'll see. Look into the stars, boy. I just need you to see. I just need you. I just need you to see. I just need you. Do you see me? Look into the stars, boy. I just need you to see. I just need you. I just need you to see. I just need you. Do you see me? Look into the stars, boy. I just need you to see. I just need you. I just need you to see. I just need you.
Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful song. I love that song.
Thank
I love
you.
that song. Your voice is very powerful.
Yes.
Very, very powerful voice. And the people are feeling it. They are absolutely feeling that joint right there.
Thank you. Thank
Listen,
you so much.
we seen Haas. He came in. We couldn't bring him up at that time. He popping in and out. So if he pop back on, we'll bring him on the screen.
Okay.
But he did. We did see him pop up. So can we expect like a video for that? Or do you plan on doing a video?
Yes, we do plan on doing a video. That is in the works as we speak.
Great. Okay, perfect. So I guess you'll let us know when that's going to be dropping, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Now, do you have any upcoming shows?
I don't. That's the one thing I haven't really delved into yet. And I think a lot of it obviously was because of COVID. But I also want to be able to have a handful of songs to be able to sing to people at the same time, so I'm kind of waiting on the right time as far as how much music I have out and what I can do with it. And I guess what, opportunities come my way as far as performances go. I'm looking forward to it because I really think that live music and listening to somebody sing live is kind of what really connects you to that human. So I think, I look forward to that for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I guess looking at it from the other side is like, I personally don't think that somebody needs a whole lot of songs unless you're doing like a whole concert, right? Okay. Because you might get up there and have a set where you're performing one or two songs, or maybe just that one. And sometimes just that one could create the buzz for you. You know what I mean? Exactly. And then while that buzz is being created, you constantly, putting that out there, then you could still be working on other songs. So I wouldn't wait. If I was you.
Well, I'll put it out there. Anybody who is open to a performance, I am here.
Okay. All right. Great. Now, are you open to features for other people? And do you charge for that?
I do charge for that. And yes, I am open to it. I am working on one right now, actually. I'm really excited about it. I was in the studio this last weekend, which I haven't been in like a year. So it felt amazing to finally get it back in there and record and write. It's really like probably my favorite part about the whole music thing is recording and writing in the studio. So that was great. But yeah, I am open to features. I love it. Not necessarily just grew up, but like Jay-Z, Ashanti, J-Lo, LL Cool J, early 2000s. That was a big part of my life. So everybody loves a rap and R&B duet.
Absolutely. But let me big shout out to Shaquille and big shout out to Shaki. I see y'all on the check-in. And you naming some pioneers, but the funny thing is you also working with one because Haas G is a pioneer in hip hop as well too. That's what I mean? So that's are y'all gonna do something together?
That would be amazing. I hope eventually we do. That would be absolutely amazing. I mean, he's like my musical mentor. So that we have to eventually, but I hope it's a scenario where like we're both in the studio together, and we just let it naturally flow and come up with something. That would be awesome.
Right. That would be dope.
Now, Shaquille asked a question, and he asked, "Do you listen to old school music?" And
put it up on the screen.
Who are your old school favorites?
I don't listen to enough old school music. That is something that I need to do more. I need to do better of to, you can't go wrong with old school music. So I need to be a little bit better about that. If I have to pick someone old school that I'm inspired by and I, really listen to their music a lot, it's Etta James for sure. So if I have to pick someone, that's my old school music person. But I don't listen to enough old school music. I really don't. So my husband needs to educate me on that a little bit better.
You got to get up on the OGs of the game. Yep. You can't not know that. But
he sends me all my music I listen to. He listens to music. And if he thinks he hears one that I would love and would love to sing and be obsessed with, he'll send it to me. So I'll have to get him on that for sure.
Okay. All right. Haas, I'm not sure if you can hear us. We do see that button is popped up. He'd be in and he'd be out. So he was just in and then it went off. I think he might be having problems with his camera.
Okay.
So wait, I had a question. So he popped in again. Haas, we see that you're trying to get in. We just need your camera to work so we could bring you up on the screen. But we do see you there at the bottom. Lost my train of thought. What were we saying before I said that? I had two questions.
I was talking about the old school artists.
Yeah, but it was something else. I didn't forgot what I was going to say. Darn, I hate when that happens. Oh, that's what it is. Your song Stars.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's on all streaming platforms, correct?
Yes, that's on all streaming platforms.
Bring her
Whatever
up.
you
Bring
use
her
to
up.
listen to music, you should be able to find it.
Okay, so give us your social medias.
So my Instagram is at the K Swain, and it's KSWAIN. So that's like the main page that I work off of as far as music goes. You can also find me on Facebook under Katherine Swain. You can find me on YouTube under Katherine Swain. So all my videos get uploaded onto YouTube.
Okay.
But yeah, Instagram's the best way to find me.
Okay. And so Instagram's the best way to find you. Now, if somebody wanted to contact you to do a show or for a feature, how would that be the way that they contact you, through your Instagram and social media?
Yeah, that's the best. You can find my email from my Instagram, but I'm not great about checking it. So Instagram is definitely the best.
Okay. All right. All right. I mean, I know some people, the social media is good, I guess, because they say that Instagram is like the new business card, right? Everybody use that, but then everybody's on TikTok. Are you on TikTok?
I am on TikTok. I'm not on it all the time. I can't do the TikTok all the time. I will get obsessed. I'm on there for hours. I'm just scrolling endlessly. My life is flying by. So I try not to get on there as much as possible, but I do every once in a while. Okay.
So what would you say to another independent artist that is, in the same lane as you, doing what you do? What advice would you give to that person based off of the experiences that you had so far?
I would tell them to obviously not to give up, because you can get really discouraged about stuff easily. So don't give up, and make sure you're continuing to work on your craft all the time, any free time you have. So that's number one. Number two, I would say, obviously trying to have a good support system around you. I have Haas and DJ Kid Magic and Snooze Daily and Rhyme Ricka and Silence and all these great people with Fantom Music that have surrounded me and supported me and encouraged me and answered any questions that I have. So that's a big one. Like, make sure your music people are your people and they're there for you just like you're there for them. And also, like, make sure you have a good PR person. MJ is wonderful and she does a great job, and I'm really fortunate, to have her on my side. So make sure you get your connections well.
Absolutely. MJ Connect, right? That's right. MJ is great. She's great. I use her as well too for my stuff, and she's excellent at what she does. And she's on point with everything. Now, we did have questions for Haas, but he's not here. And again, I keep saying, I do see him trying to come in, but unfortunately his camera, like we see him there, but it's all blank. And at one point,
message him?
Yeah, you could tell him at one point we did see him, but then it went away. So I don't want to bring a blank screen on the page. But
he could come in. If he can't have his video, we can still have his voice.
Or he can call in. Okay, so we do have the phone lines. We can open up the phone lines if you want to tell him he's trying to come in now. Haas, we see you trying to come in. You got to activate your
I could put him up for a second so he can hear us.
Okay.
Yeah, see that.
You think he'll hear?
Yeah, he'll
okay,
hear us.
Haas, we see that you are there. You have to activate your camera for us to be able to see you. We did see you. It looked like you was in a car at one point, but that was in the middle of while we were playing your song, and we didn't want to, interrupt it and stop it. But if you can get that camera working, that would be great. Or if you want to call in, we can open up the phone lines. You could put the number up there. Hit the phone lines. We can open it up if you want to call in. And that number is 845-800-9095. 845. Like I got 845s. You know what I'm saying? 895.
9095.
Yeah, sorry, 9095. So we'll give a couple of minutes, and you can bring that back down because it's not working. And then yeah, and then we'll move on. But anyway, so again, you said that's the first song. Do you have any other songs that you've written that's on deck at all?
Yes.
Okay.
I have like maybe 5 or 6 songs that have been done for like about the last year. So Make Up Your Mind and Stars are with that. And then we have 3 more. So the plan is to put those out as an EP. So that would be great. And then I'm just now kind of delving into writing some more. So I have a feature that will be coming out, and I'm really excited about that. And some more, hopefully work on some more music. And my goal is to work on an album and put that out eventually. So yes, I do have some more music in the back burner ready to go.
Okay, all right. So that's great. Now, what would you say your favorite genre of music is?
R&B for sure, or like
R&B.
a little mix of R&B.
Okay, all right. Well, Shaquille, he asked a question.
Yes, she froze up.
Who froze? Uh-oh. Let's see.
So
Captain, are you
that's
there?
What I listen. Yes.
Okay, there you go. It's freezing a little bit on your end. So there was a question that came in for you. And I think he said, okay, there we go. How did you and Fantom of the Beat Haas G meet? He might have, I think you answered that, Shaquille, but I guess if you want to answer it again, because he came in a little late, so he wanted to know how did y'all meet?
We met through a mutual connection. So DJ Kid Magic is my engineer in Columbus, and he knows Haas from way back. So he kind of pushed me to sending my music to Haas, which I eventually did. And then Haas liked it, and we've been working on music ever since.
Nice. Okay. So is there anything that we did not ask you that you want people to know about you? Anything that we didn't ask you that you have coming up or going on that we did not cover?
Not anything that I can think of. Like I said, we'll be doing a video for Stars, which I'm looking forward to. We'll shoot it in New York again, like we did with Make Up Your Mind. So I'm looking forward to that the most, because when I went in July, that was my first time in New York. So I'm dying to go back. And just when I was there, everything was so great. Like the whole team did such a great job with Make Up Your Mind, like having everything ready to go and picking out locations, which they did a great job at. And it was really like the first time in my life where I was doing something and it was like, okay, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Right. You know what I mean? Like it finally all made sense. And I finally kind of had that moment that was like, okay, I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I really look forward to the video shoot for Stars. I'm looking forward to being in my element again and being able to see everyone and be in New York and hopefully create, a beautiful video that will go along with the song.
And where are you located at again right now?
I'm in Northern Ohio.
Northern Ohio. Okay. Yeah. All right. Great. Okay. Well, listen, I can't wait to, I hope you let us know when you drop that video. We definitely want to see it. And guys, if you haven't already, make sure you follow Katherine, okay? Her social medias, we're putting it up there. You can follow her on Instagram. But most importantly, the link is in the description. Make sure you guys go out and stream her music, purchase her music, okay? Because the purchase is the other important thing. The most important thing. Make sure y'all go purchase her music. Everything is under Katherine Swain, correct? Everything, all of your Apple, your Spotify, all of that, correct? Okay, everything. So that's the spelling right there, guys. But wait,
that's her social media.
That's the social media.
In the description, when you hit on the link for her music, it'll give you whatever platform you like to listen to your music on or purchase it from. That's
right. So however you listen to your music, it is there for you to be able to listen to download, and to support. Again, we want to, unfortunately, like I said, I don't know what happened with Haas, but We're going to give him his flowers. Just know, before we leave up out of here, Haas is definitely, he's always been one of my favorites. I grew up listening to him. Not young MCs, the UMCs. Because you got to get it right, because there was young MCs too. There was young MCs too. So yeah, the UMCs was, they had, one of my favorite songs was Blue Cheese. I don't know. Do you know that one?
Yes.
Okay. Which one is your favorite?
I like One to Grow On.
One to Grow On. Yeah, yes. One to Grow On is dope too. Yes. But I guess I used to dance back in the day.
Nice.
So the Blue Cheese, I don't know. I got that, but my knees, the way they set up now, you know what I'm saying? I can't be doing all that. But yes, I used to,
we might have him calling in.
This
right now.
might be Haas. Let's see if that's him. Okay. Hopefully this is a caller for the show. Caller, state your name and where you calling from.
Haas G, UMC's Fantom of the Beat, Heat for the Street.
All right. Welcome to the show. Okay. Listen, we seen you, Haas. We did see you, but your camera wasn't working. And at one point it was working. It looked like you was in a car and then it went away. So
I'm in Brooklyn. You know how turbulent it is out here.
Yeah. It's all good.
I'm driving around and my phone just don't want to activate.
Oh man. Okay. Well, listen, it's all good though. We was, chopping it up with Katherine. That song Stars is super fire. And we definitely want to continue to support her and put it out there. And, we chopped it up with her. Shout out to you. We want to give you your flowers as a pioneer in hip hop. We want to thank you, for supplying us with great music. And, we had a couple of questions for you. I don't know if you want to cover those now or what. We won't get too deep in it because I know you on the phone.
I was watching the whole interview.
Oh, you was? Okay.
Yeah. Of course. I couldn't chime in. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know what it is. We was driving around Brooklyn trying to get to one spot, get to the next spot, but my phone just wouldn't let me get in. But regardless of anything, I appreciate y'all services. Y'all do a great job. Like, I saw the interview. I was watching it. And Katherine's a great artist.
Yes.
And, I just appreciated the way that, y'all brought that whole light out of her and the way that she responded to y'all. And, this is just who we are right now. We're trying to make sure that, the world feels it, sees us, hears us, and the platform that you got is astronomical, is ridiculous.
Thank you.
Sometimes it don't happen the way we want it to happen, but no matter what, I'm here, I'm watching, I'm paying attention, and as much as I could do, I'm definitely going to do it. Maybe I got to go upstairs and grab the laptop and travel with that all day long. I don't know, but it's like, damn it. But yeah, it was a beautiful interview.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'm here. I'm definitely here.
So what made you? I'm sorry, what made you want to work with Katherine? What did you hear that made you say, "Hey, I want to work with her"?
I mean, a lot of people don't understand. Like, this whole thing becomes a thing of it's from growth. It's from people people you feel. It's not always just an automatic bond. What happened was, King Magic, he was my DJ. Okay. So he's infamous for doing One to Grow On, the cuts. You know what I mean? Like, that's King Magic. I can't deny anything that he says to me.
Okay.
So when he says, Haas, we built this, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he says, you know what? I know it's time for this particular artist. I need your ear on it. Let me know what you think. That's what it was. Of course, I'm going to listen to you. We're family. We grew up together. You know what I mean? We built this music together. So what you got? Well, I got this girl. Boom. What's her name? Katherine. All right, cool. What she sound like? Well, you tell me. And then next thing you know, he sends me the demos, and I figure out that, that's a quick lick right there. She's on point. Yes. She got it. So what are we gonna do? Let's put it together. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So it's just synergy. it's a lot of synergy.
Yeah. Absolutely. And one thing is because she was talking about how she had anxiety and stuff like that, and still get nervous. But to be honest, I can't even see any bit of it right now. So she really got it down like a pro, okay? Because you could tell with some people are nervous and stuff.
Well, y'all made me very comfortable, so thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I got anxiety right now. I couldn't get on the camera. I was like this.
All right, it's all good though. Listen, like I said, it's still you can always come back on another time. We could chop it up with you. But again, we still want to give you your flowers while you're here. Wanna Grow On was dope. My favorite was Blue Cheese. That was one of my favorite joints. And we're gonna play that too before we get up out of here. Because I think that it's so important. But that people continue to hear the music from the pioneers of hip hop, the ones who made us want to run home and turn on Video Music Box and turn on Yo MTV Raps and stuff like that. So the ones where we were sitting by the radio with the tape decks, putting the two little paper and tissue in a hole so we can record. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that stuff. So all of that is so important. And
I tell everybody to this day, like we didn't get discovered, on the internet. We didn't get discovered on YouTube. We had to walk the street with demo tapes.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Either it was a TDK or it was a Maxell. And we had our demos on there, But that's just what it is. It's a new day. It's a new time. We led a certain way, and we did what we had to do, and I'm very grateful beyond grateful, and I think even at this moment, sometimes you got to just seize the moments. You got to believe in what's going on, and I think at this time, y'all know me as Haas G, but a lot of people don't know I metamorphosized into a Fantom of the beat.
Right. Yes.
Ain't this the perfect situation right here? How come he couldn't get on that screen? Where is he at? I can't. Where is he at? It's Fantom. Fantom is here.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But I'm always paying attention. I'm always watching. I'm always grateful, for everything that's being done because it's part of our cycle. And music is what we do. Is what we love,
that's right.
And is what we're going to continuously create and bring forth. But even music has an evolution process. Yeah. So just because you remember me from Blue Cheese and Want to Grow On, I'm here to introduce you to Katherine Swain. Make Up Your Mind, Stars. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, right. Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Good. That's what I'm talking about. Now let me ask you this. You also produce, right? Still? Did you produce for Little Kim?
The history is crazy. So, after UMCs, I became the producer because UMCs, we went through turmoil. And what ended up happening was, a lot of artists out there know this. You sign a deal, you get busy for them, and then, you don't reap the benefits as much as the label reap the benefits. So at the end of the day, it's like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm not doing this no more, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? I was always a producer. I produced on Blue Cheese. I produced on Want to Grow On. I produced Fruits of Nature. I produced the second UMC's album. Wow. And when the tide, came in and it got flooded and we had to leave the label, what are you going to do next? All right, I'm still going to produce. So, I went and I produced for Busta Rhymes. I went and I produced for Ghostface. I went and I produced for Little Kim and 50 Cent Magic Stick. I went and I produced for this one and that one and that one and that one. And then that's how Fantom became relevant.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what I'm talking about. See, I didn't know that you produced all those tracks on those songs. So that's, good information for us all to know, because sometimes we don't know everything. You know what I mean? So it's definitely
Well, what
good.
happens is everybody was, looking for Haas G, but Haas G already transformed into Phantom of the Beat.
Right.
That's
and that was the clincher.
Exactly. Yes. Absolutely. Shaquille said, how does it feel being nominated for a Grammy?
It feels like there's a lot of work to be done still.
Okay. All right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That was cool. Is dope. You know what I mean? Gold records, platinum records, but we always reach for the stars. Oops. No pun intended.
Stars, that's right. Keep it coming. You got to keep it going. You know what you're doing. You got to always bring it back. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Y'all know I'm on point.
All day. All day.
I stay on point.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, listen, I'm glad that you was able to at least call in and chop it up with us for a minute. You know what I mean? And again, people are gonna always see what y'all did. I watch Martin every day, so I see y'all poster over there by the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
But that's how you gotta let them know. Like they're wondering. There's a lot of people wondering. All right, who is this dude you talking to right now? Yes. All right, go and check your resources.
Absolutely.
Figure it out. Martin. That's what kept us alive. As UMCs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we got etched in stone just by being on Martin. But a lot of people still weren't familiar with who we were until, they saw those videos. They saw us on Martin. We did them shows. We kicked it. You know what I'm saying? So It's just a journey. It's a big journey. And, I'm proud and I'm thankful to have been able to make my way through it, live through it, work through it, be a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
We're just part of history that, sometimes we got to wake the people up to remind them, refresh them. You know what I mean? Absolutely.
And listen, the next part of history is being made right now with Katherine and her single Stars, y'all. So listen, I am excited about your project, and I want y'all to keep us posted on the video when y'all drop it so that we could support and just keep, we want to stay in tune as far as what y'all got going on, so sure. Please definitely let us know. I wish
it's my pleasure, you know what I'm saying, for the fact that, the platform is what's necessary and what's needed. And I totally appreciate you guys for doing what y'all do. And then, we'll figure it out. Next time I might show my face.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. The Fantom going to show up. All right. Well, listen.
Let's figure it out. Give a shout to MJ. And we'll I'll revisit. I'm here, though.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I appreciate it, and definitely want to stay in tune, Haas. Keep doing your thing, or is it all right that we still call you Haas, or you want us to scrap that and go to the Fantom? What you want us to do?
I'm really, I'm impartial. I'm really, really good to either one, Haas G or Phantom of the Beat. You know what I mean? Because it's just a matter of, I just hold different identities, different personalities at different times. But I am still that person. Shoot, y'all don't even know my real name, huh? But if you do, don't put it out there.
We're not. Now, before you go, how did you come up with your Phantom of the Beat?
Oh man, that story is a real true story. So think about it. It was a bunch of despair going on when we lost our deal with EMI. When UMC's, wrapped up and it was finished. What else am I going to do? Sometimes you're going to sulk, or you drown, or you're going to swim. And what I chose was to swim, and it's called reinvention. So you reinvent yourself. And the reason why I came up with Phantom of the Beat was because I was a longtime supporter, a longtime fan of Phantom of the Opera. And now, if you look at Phantom of the Opera story, you know, if anybody out there knows the story, you know what was going on. He had a whole bunch of turmoil going on, and in his heart, he was, you know, he was hurting because, you know, he was scarred and he didn't know what to do. But he was one of the dopest, the illest performers, the illest, you know, players, you know, and that's what inspired me. So I figured, you know what? All right, it's not Phantom of the Opera now, it's Phantom of the Beat. And what we're going to do is we're going to change PH and make it an F, a big F. And that's what it's going to be. So that's a comeback story, Phantom of the Beat.
Okay, all right. We got the history of that. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Phantom of the Beat, y'all. That's what it is, baby.
Phantom was a ship that sailed from Paris. So, you know, if you really, really study, you'll see that Fantom was a ship. It was a boat that sailed. You know what I mean? Okay. And it all has meaning. It has big meaning. But you know, I don't do nothing that's not real. I do everything that's real and everything that makes sense and everything that pertains to the situation. So it's always going to be a story behind anything and every move that's made.
Got you. I like that. Okay. All right. Question from one of the viewers is asking if you ever dropped your producer album.
Oh, no doubt. So I guess I want to say about 6 years, and it's still fresh, but we got an album out called Audio Drone, produced by Phantom of the Beat.
Okay. All right.
That tells a big story too, because in my moving around and trying to figure it out, you know, I decided that, you know, I'm not the rapper no more right now. I'm the producer. Right. So in order to portray to the world what production is, or my style of production is, I had to put a bunch of artists together, old school, new school, middle school, whatever school, but over Phantom of the Beat tracks and Phantom of the Beat producers. And we came out with an album called Audio Drone, AUDIODROME. And, you know, I could say a whole bunch of names, but I'd rather people go and research it and figure it out and see who all the names are on that one particular album. So that was just me showing and proving how I can executive produce a situation and bring it to the world and make everybody happy at the same time. And then from there, it's off to the races. Let's become an executive. That's what we're going to do now.
All right. All right. That's what I'm talking about.
We got homework now, so we can go and listen to that.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, go check out Audio Drone. Phantom of the Beat presents Audio Drone.
Got you. We're going to check that out, and you can check it out too. For everybody that's tuned in and listening and I got questions, go check that out. And also do not forget to check out Stars from Katherine. Okay, Katherine Swain, she's super dope and talented, guys. Y'all got to make sure y'all stay up on these artists that's coming out with great music, because what are they playing on the radio? The same shit over and over and over again. And we tired of it. You know what I'm saying? We need new material.
I'm definitely trying to get Katherine to New York in a quick second so we can start filming Stars video.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all familiar with Make Up Your Mind. That was our first video. We filmed it out here in New York as well. But Katherine she's a spark. She's something to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? She's ready. And, you know, like, you know, she's just going to be that fine wine that ages with time. You know how it go.
Absolutely.
And we don't rush it, but what we do is we flush it, which means we weed out all the BS just to get to the root of the essence of the greatness. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And she's one of those. So it's just a matter of, let's just, you know, let's hone in. Let's just give them bit by bit, piece by piece. But every piece and every bit got to be a sure shot. And I think she's been doing a great job at that up until this point. You know, you're going to start seeing her, hearing her rather, on features, you know what I mean, with particular artists that are out there, and her at the same time just captivating and honing in on her sound and letting everybody know and feel her. So she's a great choice. She's a great pick.
Yeah.
She's the essence of it all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's beautiful. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Well, listen, do you guys have any final words? And then we're going to play Blue Cheese. Oh, I gotta go back to that. That's my joy. But any final words from either one of you?
I just want to say thank you for taking your time and talking to us, and thank you, Haas, for taking your time to do the interview. And thank MJ for setting it all up. We really appreciate it, being able to have this platform. So thank you guys.
You're very welcome.
You're welcome.
Haas, can you hear Katherine?
No, I don't hear Katherine, but I assumed that she was talking because what you said, either one of you, I was like, all right.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Okay.
So he can't hear you. I didn't know that when somebody's on the thing. Okay. So that's good to know. All right. So
it's all good. I'm sure she articulated well.
Yes, she did.
What she had to say.
That's great. Okay. She did. And how about you, Haas? Any final words before we get up out of here?
Oh, my whole thing is I appreciate you guys. I love you guys for what you do. Your platform is awesome. And I'm just being Fantom of the beat right now. It's still Haas G UMCs. That's legacy.
Absolutely.
But on this turn and in this realm right now, we're gonna play Fantom. You know what I mean? And I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to hear. I want y'all to love. And I want to give all the love back, for what we're about to do. And let's just get it. Let's just do it. Let's not recreate the nonsense that we've done seen growing up. Let's make something new and fresh that, we're going to bring to the world that they're going to respect and understand and feel,
Yes, absolutely. 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 That's perfect. Is there any, like, as far as your social, where would you want people to follow you, Haas, on any of them, your platforms?
Basically, my main spot is at Fantom of the Beat on Instagram. So that's Fantom with an F. FANTOM of the Beat.
All right. And that's on, you said that's on the Instagram, right? The IG.
That's Instagram. And same thing on Facebook. And if you really, 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 really got to figure it out, just Google Fantom of the Beat.
Absolutely. Absolutely, y'all. So make sure that y'all check him out. It's up there on the screen. Y'all can see. And you can Google, or you could go right there to his Instagram and check him out. Got a lot of great things going on, a lot of dope production, and a lot of great artists. So we are definitely in tune, and we will stay in tune. And we will be looking out for y'all upcoming projects that y'all have coming out. So please keep us informed. All right.
Thank you.
That's a definite. Just make sure everybody stay in tune. That's it. Just watch. We grow like the most beautiful roses. It takes time, but at the end of the day, you're going to see that beauty show.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, y'all. So listen, we thank y'all again for coming on the show. All right. And we, like I said, we're going to stay in tune. And before we're going to end the show with one of Haas's throwbacks. Okay, listen. That's my era, so I'm gonna always continue to rep it, including the new stuff. But we can't help it. We go, because guess what? Our age group are forever fans. We don't go nowhere. We're not like the what do you call them? That
the millennials.
Yeah. Whatever you call them.
let me say one last thing.
All right,
we as UMCs, we were the millennials back then.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
We were ahead of our time. So and our music is timeless.
Yes.
This is what people got to understand. The music we do is timeless. I can remember Blue Cheese. I can remember One to Grow On. I can remember Boogie Down Productions, KRS-One, Rakim, Eric B for President. There's a lot of records that are going on right now that I have no clue, because it comes in one day and disappears the next. And then something else comes behind it that sounds exactly the same. I can't distinguish it all.
Yep.
So we got to get back to being distinguishable.
Absolutely. And Katherine's voice is definitely that. She's bringing that to the table. She is bringing that to the table, because I heard her voice. I was like, wow, unique, very unique, beautiful voice. So shout out to you, Katherine, for sure for that.
Definitely not the singers you hear today.
Yes, yes.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
No doubt, no doubt. So thank y'all again. We're going to get up out of here. Katherine, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Haas is, I don't know if you're still in the air, but if you are, thank you again for everything that you've done for the industry. We absolutely love what you have gave us as the people listening and your fans. So thank y'all. And Katherine, we are now your fans too. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes. So listen, guys, make sure you share this live. Make sure you follow her, support her, follow Haas, support Haas, Fantom of the Beat. I know I'm saying Haas, but make sure y'all follow all of their social medias, platforms, and download their music. We are going to end the show with a throwback from Haas, but it was the group, the UMCs, and this is called Blue Cheese. Let's get it.
Hold a title, like a bit and fold. The suckers are legit who told the public that we weren't bold. That's a definite disgrace. Disgrace, yeah. So I have to give the public what they want fear. It's just a total disruption of my stuff. I don't front. You're being very blunt. Now I went to a method that's new to spark the hunt. How? Well, we kick it like so, you see. I am a UMC, giving blows to three forces of nature. Earth, wind, and fire, let's negate the good, cause I'm bad with the skill to create. Right. Quite slick, various tricks and the know-how of a master like Flow Pow. Kick up, that's just a comic book, especially
We hope you enjoyed your time with From the Ground Up Productions. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.